Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brendan back here with another video for you. I am going to be doing a recap of UFC 298 this past weekend. Now, I'm not going to lie. Me personally, I'm a little salty, but also some crazy shit happened, and it's insane for the MMA space, and you got to be happy about that because whenever this space is thriving, that's a good thing. So, let's get into it. First off, let's get into why I'm upset about this. I had a 6-leg parlay going for Miranda Maverick winning, and then for Marcus Rogerio de Lima to win, Amanda Lemos to win. I didn't have either one of those. I had Ian Gary to win, Robert Whitaker to win, and Volkanovski to win. Everything else was right, besides the one thing that I was kind of worried about, but I also was like, nah, it's Volk. He'll come back, he'll do great. That's here to tell you, never trust sports betting. I bet on the Super Bowl. I was one thing away from the parlay, and it was a Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. I bet on a few NBA games with parlays. I have it almost right every time, and there's just the one thing you're like, really? That's the thing that fucking missed out of everything. That's the thing that missed. That one's the one that always gets me. So, yeah. And then I had another parlay down as well, with Kopylov to win, Merab to win, Ian Gary to win, Whitaker to win, and Volkanovski to win. That one I wasn't too stressed about. I only put like $3 down on it. But Kopylov was looking good. And I think that's the best way to transition into this. Let's talk about Roman Kopylov's performance Roman Kopylov versus Anthony Hernandez. Man, that was a really good fight and a really good one to open up the card. I thought at first Kopylov was looking great. He was looking good. First round, I personally scored it for him. And then it hit the second round, and you could just see the pressure was getting to Roman. You could see it in his eyes. Like, you could just see, like, fuck. He's going backwards, and it's just like, fuck. The whole time. And Anthony Hernandez is a dog, dude. He just kept on going. He would begin hit, and he would straight up look at him in his fucking eyes and just be like, haha. It was the funniest shit. And he started flipping him off. He started just walking straight forward, and I could be wrong here. It could have been a kick, but I didn't see a kick. I think Roman Kopylov just fell to pressure. I could be wrong there. If you guys saw something different, let me know. But when I watched it, I was like, did he just fall because he was getting pushed back? Thought it was fucking hilarious. But it also shows you how Anthony Hernandez just didn't stop. He didn't stop coming at him the whole time. And Roman could not find any, he kept on going straight back a lot of the ways. He wouldn't turn off to the side. He wouldn't find an angle a different way. It'll be something he'll learn from that. But that was a great performance by Anthony Hernandez. He ended up getting a submission in round 2. Rear naked choke. Great finish. I was surprised how long that took, though. It took a while, but he ended up getting it. Then the next fight is Merab versus Henry. Now, going into this fight, I kind of thought I knew what was going to happen. I thought it was just going to be a lot of sprawling and clinch. That was my original thing. I thought it would be a lot of sprawling and clinching. I thought that Merab was going to go for a lot of takedowns, but he wouldn't be able to land them against Henry because Henry is a gold medalist. I thought it would look a lot like the Jose Aldo fight. What I was hoping for, because I want Henry to win. I mean, that's an ex-world champion, and he's a great like great, one of the greatest of all time. So I wanted to see him get back and get that win over Merab, who, let's be honest, doesn't usually have very, like, wowing performances. One of the best characters, though. I love Merab as a character. I love his social medias. He makes me laugh all the time. And I personally don't hate the way he fights. I just think it's not going to get him very far when it comes to business. You can try and market yourself, but if you have a bad product, are you going to keep having people come around? So that was my thoughts going into it. Merab surprised me. First round was very even. It was a lot of stand-up between the two. I personally had Henry win in that round. And then, second round, Merab comes out. Henry is already looking kind of tired. I don't know how his training was for this. He was away from his head coach, Coach Eric. He was away from him. It was reported by Coach Eric. So I don't know if that had an effect on things. Like, he wasn't doing what he usually would do because he didn't have Coach Eric around. I don't like speculating those kind of things. I think we would have to hear stuff like that from him. But I will tell you, he looked way more drained after 3 rounds than he has usually every time I've seen him through 5. So I was very shocked by that. He looked drained, and Merab just kept on coming. And in the second round, he started talking to fucking Mark Zuckerberg, like, during the fight. And he was doing, I think he did in the third round too, if I'm not mistaken. And he was dominating Henry in those rounds. And that's a star-making performance. I mean, going over to one of the richest men in the world that everyone knows the name of, and, like, talking, and he's reciprocated. They're having a conversation while he is on top of Henry Cejudo, having him in a chokehold. What else? You're doing that to a double champion and Olympic gold medalist. What else can you say about Merab? That's a fucking amazing way to end that fight. So I thought my opinion on Merab as a fighter changed a lot just from that performance, because I thought that was a way better performance. I think him versus O'Malley is not great for O'Malley. I think that O'Malley is a great fighter, and I love O'Malley. I think he brings a lot of eyes to the sport. I think he is an excellent fighter. However, I just don't see how he can win that fight unless he knocks him out, but I just don't see that happening. And I think Merab could be that next dominant champion, that next crazy good champion at 135 pounds. He is so good. He doesn't stop. It's just, his pressure is insane. His control. I mean, he showed so much control in that fight. Not just on the ground, but, like, controlling on the feet. Doing well on the feet. He's evolving. And it's scary. So that's one where I don't even know if they're going to give him that fight. We'll see. I mean, Sean O'Malley's talking about going up to 145. I don't think he should yet. I mean, we aren't letting Islam move up. We can't let Sean move up. But he's talking about it already. So, I don't even know if Merab will get that fight. My next point, the next fight, I don't know why the fuck I said that. The next fight is Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. Now, if you want to talk about a fucking hell of a fight, a fucking banger of a fight, that was a great fight. I think that one, to me, was probably number 2 best on the card. I thought the Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern fight was the fight of the night. It was given fight of the night. I agree. But that fight was amazing. It was such a good fight. I was very impressed with Paulo Costa to start off. Very impressed with him. I did not see that fight even being close before this. I really thought that Paulo was out of his depth going into that fight. I thought he had no chance. I thought that he would do well in the first round, and then in the second and third round, he would just fall. He would hit a brick wall, and it would be like nothing. And I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I mean, Paulo Costa looked great in that fight. In my opinion, I had Whitaker winning all 3 rounds. I could see how people scored the first for Paulo, but to me, I look at it as Whitaker had more all-around damage throughout the round. Paulo Costa hit him with one amazing shot, but I don't think he didn't knock him down, and it was like one shot. So to me, that didn't do enough to win him the round. But I know some people disagree, and some people see that as a round-winning thing. So whatever. I can see your point of view because he landed the most damaging shot, but I can see your point of view there. But great performance for Robert Whitaker. I think that puts him right back at the top. I don't know who you give him now. I think the best fight to make is him versus Sean Strickland, because I do think he needs one more, and I don't think they're trying to give Sean Strickland the immediate title shot, even though I think they should. I mean, he beat Israel Adesanya clean, and I thought he won against Dricus. So I would want for them to make that the next title fight. But I believe what they're going to do is Adesanya versus Dricus, which you will not hear me complain about. So I think Sean Strickland should fight Robert Whitaker and get that number 1 contender spot for whoever wins against Dricus and Adesanya. And now, on to the what the fuck just happened moment. Really, what the fuck just happened? What were we watching? I mean, Volkanovski, probably the best 145-pounder ever, if not one of. He's beaten everyone. He's made it look easy. In the third fight, he made Max Holloway look easy. Who's done that? Even when Max fought Dustin Poirier didn't make it look easy. They had a hell of a fight. Bro, he made Max Holloway easy work. And that's something no one else can say. So, with him, I think I was just like, he got worked by Makhachev in the last one. He took it on 10 days notice. And even though he got knocked down and he went out, I don't see him possibly losing this fight. And then when the fight started, what Dean Thomas said when he was talking about Volk moving his head back every time his head was going up. When he would go backwards, his head would go up every single time. And I was like, oh shit. Like, he's right. He's right. And I think one of the things is he's used to fighting people that are taller than him. So when you're fighting someone taller than you, it's easier to just, like, back up. Usually, if anything, you're the one on the pressure side. But they were even in height. I think Topuria might have been an inch taller, but they're pretty even in height. So I think that might have played a role in that. But Topuria, I thought personally that Volkanovski won the first round. It was really close. I could be biased because I love Volkanovski, and 2, I had money on Volk, so I could have been very biased when I put Volkanovski up around. But the second round, we all know what the fuck happened. Topuria knocked him out clean. Just put him against the fence and just a clean one right on the chin. People are talking about Volkanovski's chin and how he shouldn't have fought after that. I agree that he shouldn't have fought, but you take that shot. Any single person take that shot. Nobody is taking that and getting back up. I'm just going to let you know. That was clean, and he hit him straight on the chin. Volkanovski didn't have his hands up. He didn't have anything. And he got caught, and he got caught bad. And that was heartbreaking to me. Volkanovski is such a good guy, man. He's such a good guy. Such a great champion. He's still a champion. I mean, no matter what anyone says, he's still a champion. But it was heartbreaking to see that happen to him. He'll bounce back and he'll get up there. I think he shouldn't take that fight right away. I think he should take some time off. I think it's needed for right now. After that knockout, you're coming off of 2 knockouts in a row, and then that one was really bad. Like watching that knockout, I felt concerned for the guy because it was so bad. What I think you have to do is you have to have Max Holloway fight Topuria next. That makes the most sense to me. They might do Sean O'Malley. I think Topuria's got to fight in Spain for his next fight, and to me, I think he should fight Max if he beats Justin Gaethje. But what I think they'll do is Sean O'Malley. They'll make him a lot of money. So we'll see what happens with that. And then whoever wins against whatever fights Volk. That's my opinion. That's about all I'm going to do for this video. This is my recap. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Make sure to keep watching these videos. Keep tuning in. I'll have another one up tomorrow talking about the UFC 300 main event and the card. I know a lot of people have mixed reactions to that, so it'll be fun, man. Stay tuned in for that, and appreciate it, guys. See ya.